Magnificent on day one with so many people turning up. We're in the east, of course, for the series, Kolkata, and then to Guwahati for the second test match. But for the moment, we're all in attendance here for the start of day 2 of this test match. South Africa with their innate connection with Kolkata. India love playing here. So does Shubman Gill, who started his career playing here in franchise cricket. It's day 2 of this IDFC First Bank Test Series. First run is not quite at the middle of the bat, but he'll take that because it takes him to 4,000 test runs. KL Rahul, the 18th Indian to get there. Did you notice any difference when you were down there at the pitch? Anything else? One other thing about KL Rahul, that's lovely use of the feet, is I think he's found himself a settled position. It was, what, 14 months ago that
got him out of his crease. I think that's what South Africa want. I mean, he's fiddled away for 2, but it'll...
Without a shadow of doubt, I think.
That will race away. It's hit the practice pitches and into the fence. More runs. Oh, again, some bounce turn. Indian spinners in the dressing room will look at that. Oh, what a shot. That's his natural talent. First boundary for Washington after 60 balls.
Like a deep point on the...
Fast bowlers are precious commodity.
Ali. Well bowled by Kesh. One of the rare bad shots that we've seen from Washington.
For the T20 World Cup first time. He's got it away this time. And he'll find the fence. He's a tall man. He had to reach out for that sweep shot. 50 partnership comes up.
So hitting the stumps is genuinely, it's a skill in its own. And one that needs to be... where the ball bounces and, you know, I think he bowled Laxman. He got a couple of wickets where he was...
Oh, lovely shot. What a shot that is. Wristy. And he's played it with a flourish.
Cover. Now he's changed that angle of approach where he's going to try and land on the tram lines.
Anything. Oh, big turn there, big turn there. Simon Harmer, the last time you saw him.
That's good. The first one turned, didn't hit the bat. The second one turned and has hit the bat. Washington has to make the long walk back. Simon Harmer in his first over of... And this is something you'll see quite often from Shubman Gill, the use of... And there he goes. First stop. First boundary for Shubman Gill. A shot that he likes playing mainly in white ball cricket, but now this is played to the field. I don't know what he's just tuning in. Shubman Gill walked in, and the third ball that he faced swept one beautifully to the boundary, but then had a bit of a whiplash in the neck. And I think he's decided to walk off. It doesn't happen too often, but when it's the neck, it can get really hard because it's not something that you can treat very quickly. Very good, successful over from Simon Harmer. India 79 for 2. KL Rahul says, all right, it's time for me to get into the thick of things. Steps out, gets onto one, and launches it past the boundary.
And you can get the confidence to play a shot like that when you see that the bowler is not getting the ball to turn. There is a long off it. And that seems to be...
There, turns. The keeper had no clue there. Spun right past him. Goes to the boundary. The question is, will South Africa be happy or India be happy?
When you see where the wicketkeeper was still standing, you keep issues. No, not me. I wasn't a bowler. So I'd be a wicketkeeper.
Oh, that was the edge as well. Rishabh Pant lucky. Aiden Markram didn't see that one well. We've spoken about Keshav Maharaj not finding success. Here is an opportunity. And then Rishabh Pant says, okay, you got the edge. Now see what it feels to hit the centre of my bat. Down it goes for a 6. 100 comes up for India.
So predictable.
Very interesting over. 105. Very nicely bowled. Slower, a bit of turn. Kyle Varane probably having a fake appeal.
Oh, the edge! There's the wicket. Finally, Keshav Maharaj gets the wicket. We've been saying you're never in on this track. It is a very, very good catch by Aiden Markram, and India lose another. Remember, there's a batter who's also gone retired hurt. Straight away, Jadeja says, I'm going to take on the spinner. The key is don't let the spinner settle here on this giant strike.
Good, Simon. We still encourage Simon Harmer.
115 for 3. So Rishabh Pant. So Rishabh Pant. There is a man on the boundary at long on, but do you think he was worried? Not for a second.
He will not be bothered one bit.
And he's played it fine enough. Will go to the boundary. You can see why this crowd had a huge cheer when he came out to bat. He's 25 of 9. Already the deficit just 28 now. 131 for 3. That'll be gone. Just look for a little nudge. They took the spinner off, brought the pacer on, and it's produced a wicket. India lose another. Well. Is he in form or what?
What a great shot. And he's shown his intentions are very clear. I'm here to play.
Oh, Simon, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, very fascinating session. I love the way that Rishabh Pant came out to bat. He said, you're not going to just bowl at me and I'm going to find myself getting out. I'm going to take on the game a little bit. There are runs to get out there. You just got to go and find them, and he found them. He cleared the boundary a couple times.
Ravindra Jadeja on 11, and Dhruv Jurel, who played a fabulous pull shot as soon as he walked in, have put on just 6 runs. So it'll be brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Dhruv Jurel. We saw what he did as soon as he walked out to the crease. A short delivery, pulled away, and the first ball after lunch has been really cut hard. Beautiful. A great square cut and a sumptuous cover drive to start off the afternoon. The day. 148 for 4. So acts as a fulcrum. Taken as we were heaping praise. He gets the wicket of Dhruv Jurel. A simple chip. Yeah, pretty convincing, that catch. You don't need to have a relook. Down the leg. No movement from Kyle Verreynne. Be interesting to see what the... He's found some rhythm, Simon. Leading edge, and that flies away for 4.
Yeah, that's why I've been a little bit surprised. We saw Bumrah
In his neck. Oh, that one kept really low. Akshar Patel, a tall.
Now that bat first. Fingers goes up.
Impact in line, wickets hitting. Rod, you can stay with your original decision of out. Stand by.
Now there's a sound as it passes. Finger goes up. Kuldeep Yadav's got to walk. Cracking square drive. Boundary after 48 balls.
That's cut away in the gap. And a big cheer from the crowd. Sharp turn. Bowden, right through his defence. He's cleaned up Mohammad Siraj.
Zoning into the stumps. Nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. Every now and then.
Oh, he misses. That's taken. Gave himself room. Gets a top edge, and a backward point comes into play. 4 wickets here for Harmer. And it's been a good performance by South Africa. They bowled out India for 189.
unless South Africa blaze away and knock off those 30 runs. Those 30 runs can be pretty handy. It'll be interesting to see whether India open with a spinner.
Rickleton.
With a lead of just 30.
Keplo went up in appeal. Bat, he thinks. Of the bat. He is a handful. Now on this occasion he'll run away to the boundary.
That wasn't good.
Now easy runs. This will be a big relief. Very rare of Bumrah to give that kind of width. 51% bowled in LBW. Oh, that's so close. Little inside edge, maybe. I'm trying to call it. Oh, that should be very close. Up goes the finger for what might be number one. Don't think he read the turn.
What a way to get out. Tried to sweep, it just stopped on it. Great presence of mind at forward shot like Dhruv Jurel. He's pretty nifty with his hands, and that's exactly what it has done for India. Brought a wicket, and Jadeja strike. Not to get stuck while trying to defend. Going much straighter towards the ball in the second innings. 25 for 2.
The cleans.
It's again a very tight appeal here. Anything from Rishabh Pant. We need a silly point.
South Africa.
The keeper ain't appealing. And this one jumps at you and leaves you.
He's an unbelievable bowler.
He's just come off an over. A bit of a bending problem there for Jasprit Bumrah.
That's perfect. And look at the damage it does. Causes troubles for Bavuma. 38 for 2. 32,000. And you'd think that we're probably going to be heading for a result tomorrow. So it'll be a... Oh, is that an edge? Yes, it is. The finger goes up. Jadeja's done the damage again. And India have their third.
Good, patient, persistent bowling from Ravindra Jadeja.
There we go. Reverse sweep. Not the shot you would think most people would play on the first delivery in the... Oh, is it out? Yes! The finger goes up. You wonder if he's going to review it. Was it glove onto thigh pad? He's thinking about it. Not getting much support from Temba Bavuma. He's turned around. And Tony de Zorzi is now on his way.
This is where it gets really...
Yeah, plays that one nasty, but what a brilliant...
The faint little edge there, rather a glove. Also, it happened in T20 cricket, Polly.
Edge, and that's a fortunate boundary for Temba Bavuma.
He's managed things quite nicely at short leg, but can't say the same about Gully. Dhruv Jurel. What's interesting is a lot of the wickets that have come today have 8.
And damaged the shoulder. That's beautifully played by Temba Bavuma. An absolute lull around the ground. Not a round of applause at all, but it's a boundary for South Africa. 50 comes up. Destructive and shows some great hitting ability. So, win. Hasn't picked it, beats the outside edge. And in real terms, South Africa 22 for 4. Not much you can do about that one. That's beautifully played. There's been very few balls that the South Africans have been able to put away with confidence. And this is an example of it. Temba doesn't miss out.
Knocks over the off stump. That is why Jadeja is so difficult. He's looking on in disbelief, but he's got to go because the stump has been knocked back. Like Bumrah did in the first innings. Kyle Verreynne.
Just on a track like that.
Bad, pretty close. Finger stays down. Ooh, just flapped at it. He'll get 4, but that was fortuitous. But it doesn't matter. Lead now 43. Oh, it's not a shot he wants to see again, Kyle Verreynne. It's not, he does not want to look at his captain and look him in the eye again. Now how close is that? It's certainly too bad. Big appeal, finger goes up, there could be another here. South Africa coming apart like 9 pins here, falling.
Pitching outside off, impact is outside the line. Going to go back to Rod on field, ask him to change his decision to not out. Stand by, on screen, signal now.
That's nicely put away. The first 6 of the innings. Well, South Africa. He's looked very...
That's not calculated, is it, right?
India have a very good chance of winning the game tomorrow.
Bavuma is not that tall. And even if it hits him on the body, there's a chance of the ball hitting the wickets. They've gone upstairs.
Pitching outside off, impact is outside the line. Rod, you can stay with your original decision of not out. Stand by.
Well, he's given it. And he's walking off.
Once upon a time in a small village lived a boy named Kabir. Kabir was very smart, but he had one big weakness. He never stayed focused on one thing for long. If he started reading or doing something important task within a few minutes, he got distracted. His father often told him, "Son, a mind without focus is like a lamp without oil. It cannot light the path of success." But Kabir never paid much attention. One day, a wise old man came to their village. He was known for his wisdom and for helping young people find direction in life. Kabir got curious. He asked, "But sir, I try many things. I study, I play, I draw. Still, I do not feel successful in any of them. Why is that?" The wise man smiled and said, "Let me show you." He gave Kabir a simple task. Take this magnifying glass, go outside in the sunlight, and try to burn a piece of paper. Kabir quickly took the glass, keeping the glass fixed at one spot. After a few seconds, smoke appeared, and then the paper caught fire. Kabir's eyes opened wide with wonder. The wise man explained, "See? Sunlight was always powerful, but only when you focused it at one point did it create fire. In the same way, your mind has great power, but if you keep scattering it, you will waste it. If you focus on it, you can achieve anything." That day touched Kabir deeply. He went home and sat quietly for a long time. He realized how easily he had been wasting his time and energy. From that moment, he made a promise to himself to give his heart fully to whatever he did. When he worked with full focus. When he spent time with his family, he gave them his complete attention. Slowly, everything in his life began to change. He became calmer, more peaceful, and more confident. Years later, Kabir started a small business with almost nothing, just his belief and focus. People doubted him, but he stayed steady. He faced failures, but he never scattered his energy. He learned from every mistake, stayed patient, and kept improving. With time, his work began to touch people's lives. His business grew not only in size, but in purpose. When people asked him the secret of his success, Kabir smiled and said, "A focused mind can change your life. I did not find success in money or fame, but in creating something that brings light to others."